everyone, welcome again to our latest episode of In the Zone. Together with me is Coach John, Coach Victor, and Coach BK.
Good evening, everyone.
All right, guys, before we start, we want to watch a video. Here it is.
Just be quiet and give the game back to the players, and that's exactly what has happened. It's been a fine basketball game to this point. With the Celtics having two good surges, the Phoenix has won, and that's been the difference right now.
Rick, I've always said that no one pays to watch a coach, nor a referee. They come in to see the
underhand and normal. Here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Easy money right there. So the only two players that I'm aware of in the U.S. Nanu Anawaku. I think a lot more guys should think about doing it this way, especially the big man who shoot a very poor percentage. 4 of 40.
He leads the Rockets in rebounding with 8, 6 coming off of the offensive board. And that has not been one of the strengths.
Is at the top and then finishes it. So you'll have guys leaning and get a violation every now and then.
He's like a leaning tower left.
And that's what led the dominoes to fall to put Rubio open. Marion for 3.
Yeah, but the reason why he's made his name is his hustle and effort.
Well, Phil Jackson loved his leadership, his grit, his defense, his passing skills.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some great qualities.
Yeah.
I mean, great years in Chicago. Tough, defensive inside guy. And you know what? He's an irritant. He gets under your skin.
You sound like a young man's father that's trying.
Oh, yeah. Competing. Fun to watch. Joakim Noah by
Unlikely on other nights to go in, but they're going in tonight. Nick earlier, now Ish.
Crowd cheering him on. He wants to stay in the game.
How about that?
Beautiful fall. Rotation. Nothing but net. Great job by the young fella.
So if you look in the lineup, the Grizzlies have put in Xavier Henry for one reason only. After Rudy shoots his second free throw, Xavier is going to run.
No use of the left arm and hand is most disturbing to the crowd here at FedEx Forum. Makes one of
crazy things happen out there. He's kind of solid, knows what his job is, his role is, goes out and does it. Scott Hastings could think of telling the referee as he's sitting on the floor shooting the ball that he thought it was a goaltend.
As the directors, Salim Sobers and Daryl Bernardo. DB, nice job, guys.
You heard him talk about his younger brother Luke. He played pro basketball, the D-League in Lithuania. He led the campaign to get his brother in here.
Okay. Well, coaches, we know that everyone teaches different technique, okay, which lead to a proper form of shooting. Okay, so since we have veteran coaches here, I will ask Coach John, what is his comment about that video? And maybe you can share to us any techniques that you can give us after this video.
Thanks, Coach Nate. First of all, luckily today also in our segment Elevate Your Game, we were actually planning to do a segment on shooting technique. So stay tuned and watch that a little bit later on with Coach Nate showing us how the correct technique should be taught. That said, and having the chance to coach kids from as young as 4 or 5 years old right through to 18, 19, 20-year-olds, over the years I've seen some extremely unusual techniques myself with students that I've had, particularly in the international schools. And maybe as many as 13, 14 years ago, as a good example, I coached a young lady who was a decent-sized girl. I think she was about 6'2", 6'3", and she drew a lot of fouls. So she often went to the foul line. And so my story actually is about her foul shot in particular. And for her foul shot, she would walk to the right-hand corner of the D on the foul line and turn her feet 90 degrees to the basket and shoot her foul shots from the very corner of the D on the foul line. And I kid you not, she probably made 90 to 98% of foul shots in every single game she played, and many games she was in multiple, double digits with foul shots. So my reason for sharing that story is I think sometimes, we get a little bit too technical. Textbooks say we should be teaching particular things. We all know we should square up to the basket. It makes sense. Sports science tells us, there's specific ways we should be turning our bodies, and how we move affects our shot and all sorts of things. But I often say to the students that I coach, the one thing as well is you've got to be comfortable with what you do, whether you square up perfectly to the basket, whether you turn a little bit sideways. I've seen players that lead with the wrong foot, put the wrong foot forward compared to what the, textbooks tell us. If you're a right-hand shooter, your right foot should be the lead foot and be slightly ahead of the left foot. I've seen players do that back to front and have, great success. So at the end of the day, watching some of those NBA players shooting the basketball, including the underhanded foul shot there, it's what you're comfortable with. If you practice something enough, you'll get a technique that works for you. And at the end of the day, it's the results that count, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yes, being comfortable is the best way to shoot. All right. So, Coach PK, what can you say about it?
I think some of these clips are pretty old clips, and some of these players already retired. If not, I think most of them. What I remember very clearly is Bill Cartwright. Bill Cartwright's shooting is really, I don't know how he shoots the ball. But for him to be able to play at the highest professional level, it says something about his game. So what I think is everyone is unique in their own physiology. So everyone has a different physique. So, and the way each person's body works is different as well. So maybe what works for you may not be something that works for me. Okay, so I remember one of the most legendary shooters, Larry Bird. He has this high overhead shot that's almost unblockable, I think. But I think it's not really what many people will regard as a textbook shooting stroke, but he's a legendary shooter and he makes incredible shots. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, Coach Vika. And also, I saw everybody making a weird shot but make the basket. Only Joakim Noah cannot make the basket. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. Coach Victor, anything you can say about the video and anything you can share to us about the technique of shooting?
Yeah, and I agree with the coaches. I think the videos are all shot, in the I would say ancient times of NBA. And then if you look at the NBA game of today, all the centers, they're expected to be able to shoot from as far as three-point range. So if you are just tall and you do not develop this game of shooting from the outside, a lot of NBA teams are going to shun you. So you talk about the better centers right now, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, Jokic, to name a few. They are at their level because they can shoot from far.
Yeah.
So, for example, like Rudy Gobert, who is very good at defense, he can only do lots of pick and roll, and he can influence the game. I mean, on the defensive end, yes, but he cannot go to the top level of, I would say, all NBA teams if he doesn't expand his skill. So, no matter how basketball is about putting the ball in the basket. That's what I'm taught. So shooting is very important. I mean, regardless of other skills that you have.
Yeah. All right. See, guys, you heard about our comments of all the shooting style that you watched just now. Okay. Tell us your thoughts about it. Please comment below, and we want to hear from you. All right. Since we are talking about shooting technique, here's our one segment of Elevate Your Game. Hello everyone, welcome again to our In the Zones basketball skills tip. So today we're gonna learn about correct shooting technique. Alright, so I'm gonna go through you step by step, alright? This one is recommended for those who are around 13 years old, 12 years old, who has a strength, alright? For the kids, we're gonna run through in that next time, alright? So first, what you need to do is form an L, okay? One hand, make sure you hold the ball properly and you can see a space around it, alright? And then you don't use your arm for the strength, always use your legs. So you need to bend down, alright? Put your left hand behind your back, alright? Bend down and then just push. And then, very simple, every time you shoot, you need to point to the rim, okay? Bend, point. Bend, point. Step will be you need to touch the ball now and make sure it will be the same form, all right? Same form. Now I'm gonna touch the ball, use your legs, push. Now we are developing the form. You get comfortable using shooting with two hands. All right, now we're gonna throw a bit farther. All right, this is the last step. This is the fourth step. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little bit of momentum from down here. Okay, remember we don't do chicken wing. Always same position. All right, see, same. I'm gonna put it down to get more strength here, and then use my legs to push the ball. All right. Stay on your form, right? Stay on your form. And that's for our skills tip for today. See you next time. Coach John, you went to NJC. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, well, thanks, Nate. It just so happens that here at SG Basketball, we've decided we are going to enter into selling our Dr. Dish shooting machines and rent them out to the schools in Singapore, and had the privilege of selling our first gun off to National Junior College. And on Saturday morning I was down at NJC giving teachers and students and the coaches a lesson on how to set up the machine that they've purchased, and guide them through some drills, teach them a little bit of how to maintain the machine, safety tips, things like that. So have a video that we can show of that Saturday morning session with the teachers and the staff. And anybody who's interested in either purchasing a machine from us or renting one of our machines, please get in touch, and you can do that by just dropping us a line below or something as well. But here's the clip.
Okay, I'm here today at National Junior College with Shawn. He's become probably the first local school in Singapore to own a Dr. Dish gun. Shawn, just share with the viewers what you think about the fact that the school's now got a shooting gun for your students.
Okay, John, maybe what I want to say is actually what we try to do here is, of course, we want our kids to compete. Compete doesn't mean to win at all costs, but compete means having a mindset which is, being wanting to be the best you can be. So while you promote that culture, what I've got many kids who really love the game of basketball now. basketball has become very popular here. It wasn't the case. And we kind of have a culture where, you know, there is some autonomy in what they do, and it's become very popular. So if anything, this helps to enhance what they do, and it gives us a lot of support for how they can learn. If you look at this, the thing I like about this machine is there's a lot of data. Statistics and data are big in sports, and I think not just NJC, but other schools should find ways to use data to you know, use it as a data point for improvement in their players. So honestly, the reason for this was to help with player development. Winning or losing it's part of a process, but the process being, you know, player development to lively and joyful learning. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Sham. I was going to touch on the winning and losing aspect. I'm a firm believer myself. I like to develop the students, and to me, winning's a bit of a bonus. I like to say, you know, it's a learning process the whole way. And I think sometimes you learn a lot more from losing than you do from winning. But I would honestly think that this gun is going to give your students an added advantage over some of the other schools. Was there anything in your mind around that at any point?
I don't see it as an advantage. I mean, for me, what's important is whether my kids improve. I mean, I always focus on what they do. Like, they come here, they got to be here. By the time they finish, they have to be here. So, I mean, I'm very sure this would help to catalyze that process. Whether it helps an advantage over other schools, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all Singaporeans. If another school wants to come and try it out, I'm willing to share. It's not like, I think we need to have a collaborative sharing culture. So if other schools want to come and use it, and we don't mind, there are no issues. Yes.
Okay, thanks for that, Sham. Thanks very much for your insight and your sharing that information with our viewers.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
John. Thank you.
Here today at National Junior College with Xavier and Ifan, playing in the school teams here at NJC. And Xavier, what do you think about the fact that the schools purchased a Dr. Dish gun? What do you think that's going to do for your team's ability or team skills for the upcoming season? Of course, if we have one because of COVID, but what do you think this is going to do for your teams?
It's definitely added a lot of like choices for training. It's definitely going to make like shooting training itself more efficient, and like it's added a lot more drills that we can do. And because of like this new like passing accuracy of the machine, like the drills can be done with a lot more accuracy, a lot faster. And I think it just adds to like the whole training. It's like it'll be a better team, be more rounded, and yeah, I think definitely will help contribute to like our playing on the court.
Thanks very much, Xavier. That's very good. Yeah, Ifan, what do you think? What do you think this is going to do for the chances maybe of the school team maybe making the zone championships, the national championships? Do you think it's going to be a big game changer?
I think it will be because individually you can come down and shoot your own. You can train yourself. You have so many drills you can do. You can set the tempo. You don't even need a person to be beside you to help you pick up the ball. Then it is such a good opportunity for you to train individually and as well as a team. You can do so many drills together. So it can improve your efficiency. It can improve your accuracy. You can shoot. You can do so many different kind of shots at different angles, which will help you to improve a lot.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, boys. Thank you very much, and good luck to NJC for the season, and hopefully we get a season. It'd be nice to see that you see the rewards from having the gun here, and like I said, good luck. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Talking about shooting, guys, we have two best shooter and under 13, Division 1, Shawn and Jayden. And here's the clip.
Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome again to our In The Zone Players Edition. And today we have Jayden, the Blade Young, with us, and also Shawn, the T-Rex. Alright? So guys, I know their Instagram, that's how they call themselves in Instagram. And today we're gonna learn more about them. Alright. Shawn, anything to say before we start? If you can introduce yourself, age, anything.
My name is Shawn. I'm 12 this year. I play in Government Secondary School. My name is Jayden. I'm 13 years old and I also play in Government Secondary School.
Alright, so you are teammates.
Yeah.
Okay, can you share to us guys, when did you start playing basketball? I know that you started actually from SG Basketball. Yeah. Am I right? Can you share to us, Shawn?
I train at the Pasir Ris. Yeah, the Pasir Ris CC.
Pasir Ris CC.
Yeah, when I was 7, all the way until when I was 8.
Uh-huh.
I went to fast break when I was 8. Then now I'm in Lions.
Alright.
I started when I was the first batch in SG Basketball and I was actually 5 or 6 years old. Then but I quit. Then I joined back.
Yeah, so you were the first batch, I remember, and then you went to Shad Zone, played Shad Zone, and then you didn't know that Shad Zone and SG Basketball merged. Alright, so now you are here again with us. Alright guys, first, can you share to us what inspired you to play basketball? Maybe your father or you really like it. Shawn?
I started falling in love with basketball after I saw the NBA.
What?
I got really in love with how Stephen Curry managed to shoot so many 3-pointers. So after that I tried. I started training all the way until now. My father plays basketball and sometimes play competitively, so I want to follow his footsteps and want to improve better than he and play better than him.
So you are influenced by NBA, by Stephen Curry. Yeah. And can you tell us more about your father? He played competitively. Yeah, I heard last time as well.
Yeah, he played competitively, but he had one injury and then he
Alright, so guys, do you have any memorable moments in playing basketball?
I always feel good after getting an N1, but the most important thing was when I went to KL last P5, I think.
P5, yes.
Yeah, then we got third place, at least third place, better than nothing. So that was the most memorable moment.
Yes, I know that it's a Korean international tournament, right? And then you play against all Asian countries, am I right?
They flop a lot, so...
flop a lot, yeah, but not bad. And then I was there, of course. I was your coach. And then in semifinals, we lost 1 point. So that's basketball, guys. But yes, do you think you improved in that time of experience?
Yeah, I learned how to drive more, not shoot outside and miss all the shots.
So it's different if you have that kind of experience, am I right? Okay, Jayden, you.
When I played for my first senior game and I scored double digits.
Okay, so talking about double digits, what is the most skills that you want to show off or improve or use in the court?
My
yeah, but you always shoot. I see you have a good hand in 3 points, am I right? And then, guys, Jayden is also my go-to guy in terms of defender. He's my lockdown defender when he was playing last year and we got first, okay, in Stingers. Now he's in Lions. He's with me again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Shawn.
I have to work on my foot. I have to jump higher and get the rebound because I'm not playing center. I also play shooting guard, so I think I have to improve on my shooting. So I have to improve on my vert and my shooting.
But your shooting is really good as well, okay? So because your idol is Stephen Curry, am I right? Shawn has a very quick hand. Guys, if you see Shawn playing next time, okay, wait for his 3-pointer 10 in a row. Maybe he will be the next Stephen Curry in Singapore. Alright guys, talking about playing and studying, can you share to us how you cope playing plus studying?
Okay, so basically in my family, there's this rule. If you do not finish your homework, you can't go and play basketball. So I have to always complete my homework and do some revision before I can play basketball.
Oh wow, that's a good motivation for you to play.
Normally I finish my homework first and normally sometimes I revise in my agenda and then after the holidays I take around 5 years to prepare that out my house.
Then that's the deal that you made with your parents. You're your host. Okay, how supportive is your parents?
My parents actually supported me, but when I first started saying I wanted to play basketball, so they supported me from 7 until now. When I go for competition, my father will normally be there, and after the matches, he will tell me like what I did wrong and what I did right, and then ask me to do things that I did wrong.
Yeah, because your father is a player, so you can, yes, you can always check and also advise you what to do. Shawn and Jayden, can you share to us your goals and ambitions in terms of maybe basketball plus in your studies? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have goals and dreams about this both, okay? Both sides, yes.
Okay, so for studying, I will hope to keep my grades up, and for basketball, at least play for the school, and for the future, hopefully can play for the national team.
Wow, alright, that's a good dream.
For my studies, I plan to study hard until I go to overseas and study. For my basketball dream, I want to play for the Singapore national team and maybe in the NBA.
Yeah, that's I actually got a lot of kids already really have a dream and going NBA, and honestly, we are working on it. Okay, so we have an elite program right now. We're gonna show it off next time, guys. If it will kick off. But now we are started it. Okay, and then you can inquire more. Just call SG Basketball, and then you can inquire about it. We don't really tell more about it because we just started it. But we have actually pathway to go US, play Division 1. Okay, and also as you heard, Ariel Loiter already got the scholarship in Colgate University from our program. Alright guys, so next time you need to ask about it. Alright. Shawn and Jayden, any advice that you can give for those who wanted to become a basketball player and as well as do well in studies? Anything?
For basketball, you can't give up easily, and when once you're doing it, you can't
Alright, Shawn.
Okay, so basically, try to keep the composure on court, and for studies, try and revise when you have examinations.
Alright, okay guys, you heard it from them yourself. Alright, you heard it from Shawn, you heard it from Jayden. You need to wait until 2 to 3 years from now, okay, and then you're gonna see more of them in action. Shawn, Jayden, thank you so much for being here today in the Zone Player Edition. Thank you. Bye-bye. Now, our fourth In the Zone challenge, guys. Here's Rachel doing it.
Hi, this is Rachel, an ambassador of SG Basketball, and this is In the Zone Challenge Week 4.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And next week, we have something special. Coach PK.
Yeah, so we're going to have a special program on the 24th of August on Kobe Bryant on In the Zone. So stay tuned for that.
All right, guys, that's it for the day. If you have any comment, suggestion, any topic that you want to talk about, please comment below, suggest. Thank you. See you next time.
See you next week, guys.
See you. Bye.